Hi everyone, I'm Dr. drmcglynn6. I'm a clinical psychologist and holotropic breathwork facilitator, and I'm making this video today to invite you to our holotropic breathwork double breathwork workshop, which is going to be held January 9th to the 12th in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania at Kirkridge Retreat Center. This particular workshop is called Wintering because this time of year seems to be a time when people do go indoors because the weather gets cold. But we're really inviting you in this workshop to go inward into your own inner healing wisdom and to connect to the part of you that's seeking healing, which is the whole premise of holotropic breathwork. This workshop will have 4 holotropic breathwork sessions, so 2 as a breather, 2 as a sitter. We're going to be doing mask making. I'll be guiding the group one evening in a sound journey, and then we're going to have an evening fire ceremony, sort of ritual, healing ritual, the last night. We also have a personal chef for this workshop that's going to be coming and cooking for us. When we go up to this retreat center in the Poconos, we tend to take a smaller group intentionally. So for those of you who feel more comfortable being in a smaller group setting, this would be an ideal workshop for you to attend. And for those of you who are not familiar with holotropic breathwork, it is a breathwork practice where you breathe deeper and faster to a particular set of music. And it accesses your, what we call in this work, your inner healer, which is that inner healing intelligence within each person, and that is what guides your session. So this work is very non-directive, so there's not someone telling you what you need to do to heal. That information and that guidance is coming from within you. So the sessions are typically 3 hours long, and they start with a relaxation or a body scan. And then after the body scan, the music would start. During the breathwork session, sometimes people ask for what we call body work, which is focused release work. So it's working with any tensions or emotions or experiences that you're having inward that you need some support for. I have more information on body work on my other videos, so I'm not going to talk too much about that today. And then when the session feels like it's complete or when the music stops, the facilitators will walk around the room and sort of what we call check out the breathers. So we're asking them how they're doing, how their body's feeling, how they're feeling emotionally, if they're feeling complete for that day. And if they are, they're invited to go and draw a mandala, which is a visual depiction or a visual representation of their session on a piece of paper, and we have a lot of art materials for them to use for that. And so the schedule for this particular workshop starts on Thursday. So we start with dinner on Thursday evening, and then I would be leading a talk on the theory and practice of holotropic breathwork. So there's a nice introduction on Thursday night, and you pick your partner. And then Friday we have breakfast and we breathe in the morning from 9 to 12, lunch, and then we breathe in the afternoon from 2 to 5:30, and then Friday evening, after the second set of breathwork sessions, we'll have the sound bath. So it's a full couple of days, but I prefer to do these workshops in this kind of more immersive group type of setting, because I found over the years, I've been doing these workshops for over 10 years now, and I found over the years that having the multiple day workshops gives people an opportunity to really dive into the work. I think at some level your psyche knows what it's allowed to do in this work. And so if there's more time and space, you have more opportunities for not only support from the facilitators and from the group, but you have time to integrate your session a little bit more and process it a little bit more before the end of the workshop. And so we do talk about integration the last day and sort of talk about how to continue to work with the material that comes up in your session. But it's definitely a process. And the facilitators are really there to support you at whatever level you feel comfortable. This work is in a lot of ways permission giving, so we really encourage people to amplify whatever they're experiencing, which I think for a lot of people is counterintuitive, because if you're experiencing something that's uncomfortable or painful, I think most people would not want to feel that and probably distract themselves or do something else not to feel. But in this work, we really encourage you to make it bigger. And the idea here, and this quote comes from Stan Grof, who is the psychiatrist who started this work, is that he used to always say, any full expression of an emotion becomes its funeral pyre. So the idea is if you can express what's coming up to its fullest expression, it gives an opportunity to discharge and clear and heal. So a lot of these things are sometimes held in the unconscious or held in the physical body. So in this work, we have an opportunity to access those things, give them a way of expression. So sometimes that looks like, crying on the mat or yelling or, physical movement on the mat. And sometimes it's, for some people, really blissful, and they have immense joy and connection to spirit realm and feel really connected to the universe. So there's a real wide continuum of experiences that you can have in this work. There are some themes. So some people will connect to biographical information, which is anything that's happened since your physical birth to present day. Some people connect to past trauma, which is a whole nother topic that we talk about in this work. Some people connect to their birth, so their birth process, and sometimes can re-experience their birth, or even sometimes giving birth. And then there's the transpersonal realm, which is beyond, basically translates to meaning beyond the personal, so the collective unconscious. Sometimes people connect to archetypal themes, angelic realms, oceanic realms. So there's a really wide continuum of what people can experience in this work. But I think most importantly, the thing to focus on is that this work is done in a safe and supportive setting. And for me, any workshop that I facilitate, that's really what I am primarily focused on, is providing a safe container and a supportive space for people to do their work. Because I think if people don't feel safe and supported, it's really hard for them to dive into things that could be potentially difficult. So the workshop is January 9th to the 12th, and again, it's in the Pocono Mountains. There are a few rooms left. So if you think you would be interested in joining us, you can email me at drmcglynn6@gmail.com. So that's drmcglynn6@gmail.com. And then I can give you whatever information or registration packet that you'd be interested in doing the work. Or if you even have questions about holotropic breathwork, you can reach out to me through email. I also have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel. So I've been kind of experimenting a little bit with social media this year. So that seems to be the trend that things are going in. As you can see, I'm making this video, so this is all new to me. But I'm really doing it to kind of create inclusivity and accessibility to this work, in the hopes that people can connect to it. And if it feels right, or if you feel called to do this work, you're certainly welcome to join the workshop. We really do welcome anyone who's interested in exploring holotropic breathwork. There are a few contraindications. Some are mental health related and some are medical related, but sometimes we could even work a little bit around those depending on where people are at. We could do some modification so they can breathe. So the invitation is there, and I hope you can join us. And if not, I do have, I think 6, maybe 7 workshops in 2025. So there's other opportunities to breathe. So I hope you can join us. Take good care if not, and maybe one day we will see you on the mat. Take care.